Good evening everybody, just checking microphone levels, seeing if I get it on YouTube. Good evening everybody, just check. Yep, bingo, looks pretty good. Okay. Yep, bingo, looks pretty good. Brilliant, excellent. Let's get rid of that. Yes, right, let's get to it. We've already got 2 people watching, that's good. So you might hear me repeat myself a couple of times tonight saying good evening everybody, because I'm not sure if people are going to be interested in watching the practice section and also my practice session at the first time commentating a race. I've always fancied doing it, so I thought I'd give it a bash. I'm just going to check with my friend who's racing tonight, TC Idle, if he can hear me okay, and his family. He's probably racing round actually, let's see if we can find him. Oh yes, there look. Oh. Well, he's broken down. Typical Jaguar. So, let's have a quick look at the people. That's me, I'm not racing tonight, luckily. Hammer Games, raced with him for many years, very good. TC Idle, raced with him last season in MRC. He's one to watch. Watts, not familiar with him. Obviously if he's in the club he's going to be pretty good, I should imagine. Jamie, yeah, pretty familiar with him, sure I've raced before. Oh, hang on, we might have a problem here. Oh. TC Idle messaged me saying that you can't find it. I found it.
On our YouTube channel.
Yeah. I know, I'll just send him a direct link to it. Why don't we do that? Let's try that. I got it. Oh, somebody else has found it. Nick's found it. Hammer Games. I'm not sure how long the delay is.
I've got it.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, seems to be working okay. Loud and clear, apparently. Oh, I've got to give a big shout out to TC Idle and the wife and Mrs. Or Mrs, sorry, not and Mrs, that was bad, wasn't it? And the children apparently are watching as well, so I have to watch my language tonight. Hi everybody, thanks for watching. I can hear you, pal. So yeah, there you go. Where was I? Anyway, Mark Palmer, 86, good year to be born. I'm not familiar with him. Biggin, 86, good year to be born again. Raced with him last season. Very, very, very talented driver. The 123 Unforgiven, I'm not familiar. I do apologise if people are familiar with me. I've got a terrible memory. And GG Josh, nope. Not familiar. Marky Mark, pretty sure I've raced with him before, I think he's good and clean. Stealth Racer, not familiar. Doug Idle Racing, nope, but like I say, I'm pretty sure everybody should be good and talented. Right, car choice. Subaru. Jaguar F-Type. AMG, I don't get on with that car, I don't know how other people feel about it, but I'm really not a big fan of that. Porsche, yes, love that vehicle, it's amazing. Jamie's in that. Another AMG. I'm not sure about that vehicle. I think it's front wheel drive. If it is front wheel drive, I don't get on with them, but it is a very fast car. Another Mercedes, so that's 3 so far. Another Porsche, good choice. Lancer, not driven that one. Might have to try it. Good old Aston, and the Vet, brilliant. Quite a good mix-up actually. Right, let's have a goosey gander. And like I say, there's your practice, so I might have to nip off to use the toilet or get a drink at some point. But in the racing, I'll be here. Begin. Oh dear. A little bit of an oversteer there on the exit of the bend. Ah, it always happens and it's good fun. I'd like to go in car with Biggin, because like I say, he is extremely fast. He's pulling over. Great, okay, let's find somebody else. Jamie? These seem to be in order, so is this lap times? Are we still being timed? Oh, yeah.
She's dead.
That's Biggin. He's pulled over for some reason. Jamie's cracking on. TC Idle's cracking on. In the Jaguar. I've not actually tried the Group 3 Jaguar that much. I am a big fan of the Group 4 Jaguar though, as some of you may know. Especially TC Idle. He's flashing. I can't actually get round to the side of his car and see his livery properly.
Spin it. Spin it.
Tell me spin it. Yeah, do some donuts. Adidas. So yeah, you guys sponsored. I don't actually know. He must be. He must be putting sponsors on the vehicles. I mean teams. Yeah, this this new commentary thing was dropped on me. Well, not dropped on me. I kind of volunteered myself this morning. Yeah, it was this morning. This morning I volunteered myself for it. No, I should really think about what I'm doing in the morning. Like getting out of bed. That's the first one. I should just stay there, really. Ooh, so I'm getting information. The grid is manually set after a random draw of names. Interesting. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Where's Hammer? What's he up to? He's in the pit. Yellow flag. Oh, Biggin's pulled over, hasn't he? He might be watching the live stream. Oh, 7 people. 1 comment. Oh, how do you see the comments? This is where I have to go on YouTube. Evening all. R80 Racing. Good evening, sir. Hope you're well. A little bit cold. What's everybody on for tyres? How do we get information on live timing? Aha. The only person on super softs at the minute is Jamie. Yeah, so I understand this is a 1 hour endurance race. Fuel and tyres. Pretty sure TC Idle mentioned there was going to be 8 pit stops or something. time does the race start? Oh, there you go, he's doing some donuts, look. Excellent. I always love a driver who does donuts. He can get a sticker. Oh, 5 comments. Let's go, Josh. Cool. Josh fan. Hi. Nick, you should not be on track. Oh, that sounded like race banter, that did. That's not good. So, anyway. I think he's just overheated his engine. TCR is just terrible. It's ruined his car. AMG. That looks good. I like the livery. Oh yes. Union Jack on it. Oh, 8 people. Oh dear. Orange. Love a bit of orange. My cars are always orange. I apologise to my teammates if I don't follow livery protocol. Good luck all. Oh, does that mean it's 8 o'clock start till 9 o'clock? Wonderful. Big eating McDonald's or something. Oh, Nick's up to 2nd. Lovely livery there. Not sure about the car choice. I've got a vendetta against Subarus. Quite a difficult track as well, Fuji. I'm not a big fan of it. I tend to be sideways all the time. I really don't get on with it. I hate it. There's this track and Dragon Tail Seaside. I hate that one as well. Yeah, the chicane of death. Oh, penalty. Doesn't matter. Practice. That's good. Yeah, that is good. I like it. I never used to like Porsches when I was younger, but I seem to be getting into them now I'm older. Midlife crisis probably, yeah. Back to Mr. Baldwin and his Jag. Everybody's got a really nice livery. I need to do something about my liveries. I think I'm going to have to start letting somebody else do them. Oh, more comments. Let's see if Hannah Games has responded. Oh, it won't show me. Oh. Doesn't even want to show me. I love the detail they put into the interior of these things. If you play the game in VR, it's absolutely amazing. Just the graphics are a touch off, shall we say. Can't wait for the PlayStation 5 and that to that VR capability, that would be amazing. I like the Mitsubishi. It's a very good livery. Yes, that's brilliant. That might be one of my favourites of the evening, to be honest. Hold on, Marky Mark 602. And here's the final. Oh, no quality. Maybe that was quality. Sorry guys if that was quality. I think it might have been. Oops. Oh no, it's not quality. What am I on about? Sorry, it's random pick. Random. Stealth Razor, Marky Mark. And what? Again. Oh, this could be good. There we go then. Rolling start. Go! I love the start of a race. Let's hope turn 1 goes well. Everybody looks skilled and talented, so we should be good. Lovely. Lovely. Excellent. Oh, dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What happened then? Let's see if this thing works. Oh, it might have done. Oh, he cut back in, he went off wide and cut back into... Oh, no! Shame. 18 biggin. 5 seconds off. 7 seconds off. Don't worry boys, you've got an hour, I'm sure you can do something. Let's have a quick look up the front. Oh dear. Is anyone gonna... No. Okay. Thought somebody might have waited for him then, maybe. Okay, so I was up front but now not. Let's have a quick look at Marky Mark. 2. Lovely. He's pulling away on the bend. Oh. Mercedes in his slipstream with the Porsche and the other Mercedes. This is brilliant. Oh. Is somebody going to go around? Maybe? Maybe not? Oh! No. Oh dear. That was better than I thought it was going to come out. That took a lot of skill. Well done, boys. Oh. Got damage to his rear bumper. Looks fine to me though. Meanwhile, the Mitsubishi seems to be pulling away a little bit while these lot are playing together. Josh in second, Hammer Games third. Don't know how he's got there. Look at them brakes. Yeah, okay. Oh dear. Jamie, what happened then? Down from the long straight into the kink. Into it's always a little tap on the bumper. It's never meaningful, obviously, from the other driver, but it's so hard to control. Marky Mark, ploughing away in the Mitsubishi. I'm surprised at that. That's a machine. Hammer Games. pushing quite hard. They've got an hour. What's happened with Biggin? Oh yes, excellent, excellent. He's caught right up. Have a quick look back here. Palmer. Looks good now. The first lap's out of the way in the second. I think calming down. Hopefully. TC idle. Come on, sir. I do like the jag. It looks amazing and it sounds good. On the medium tyre. What's Doug Idle racing on? He's on the softs. A considerable amount of wear compared with the medium. Mediums again. Like Palmer. Soft. Medium choice. Medium. Medium. I think I would have gone with the medium. Softs, 3 laps in, look like they're wearing. He's got even tyre wear on that Mercedes there. Good driver. Biggin. Even better, that's doing well. He's up to third, playing for second. This looks like a fun little battle going on here. Should we go on board if we can somehow? If we can. There we go. Digging on the inside line. Hammer shutting the door, trying to. But the Porsche did the same. I think if there's one turn or one section of this track I like, it's this one coming up when you're flat out and then you're braking through this twisty bit. And Biggin's up the inside. Well done. Oh, oh. Nick's trying to get in the boot. Oh, he was. I'm liking Mr. Hammer Games lines, he's doing well. Oh, oh, oh. I think he's got the run and the draft on him there. Definitely. Porsche versus Mercedes. Battered Porsche. And he seems to have done it. Can the Porsche play the switchback? I think he's going to try. This could be entertaining. Yes. Nice. Biggin, go. Yes! I like it. Oh, Nick's Hammer Games dropped back to 4th. I don't know what happened there. Come on now. We don't want to. Oh. Right, we'll come back to this in a minute. I think that Porsche is going to have a crack up the main straight. Have a look at 5th. In car. Nice river. Love that river. Mitsubishi dropped back to 6th. Again, I'm doing this live, so I can't really rewind and stuff properly. Porsche's wearing its tyres good, 5 laps in. Same with the Mercedes, Mitsubishi, sorry. They're looking a bit scrubbed. Where is it? Come on now, mister. I am rooting for TC Idle tonight. I'm a big fan of his. He's a big supporter of mine as well. South Racing. Get him though. That Aston sounds lovely. You might have to listen to that. I don't know, I think my Jaguar might sound better. Sounds good on the downshift. Right, back to it anyway. Let's have a quick look what happened up in first. Begin. Got a 4.8 second gap. Mr. Watt's being harassed by Hammer Games. I've had some very good battles with Hammer Games over the years. He's a good driver, and a very clean and respectful driver too. Fastest lap, making 139.1. Oh, 0.2 really, if you round it up. Jesus, he's pulling away now. Tyres are looking worn. Same again. Hammer Games. Oh no. Oh. I think he spun up a little bit there. Do some donuts with the crowd. Why not? TC idle rounding. Tyres look very good. I'm impressed. Look at his tyre wear, that's great. Jamie's pretty good. And Marky Mark. I think this is going to be the key, obviously. You've got to make your tyres last as long as possible, and the fuel. We've got just over half a tank on Biggin. A little bit more on the Mercedes. Ooh, half a tank on the Porsche. Evo's doing pretty good. That Porsche is doing very well. Unforgiven. Medium. Oh, bit of a drift. TC idle's good on fuel. Hammer Games. Bit of a spin out. He's got a bit of time to catch up on now. Quite a few actually. Hey, we're going in the pit. So Biggin's been in, and Josh has been in. Both on the softs. No fuel that time, just tyres. Mercedes caught right up. But he's got to go in the pit. Half a second. I think he's pulling in. Oh. Yeah, I think when he comes out of the pit, Biggin's going to have a very, very strong gap. Jamie in the Porsche. Doing pretty good. Oh, Corvette hammering that front left tyre. Darren's doing good. Mark Palmer. Oh, them tyres are looking. Oh, bit of a nudge there. Like I say, it happens. It's hard to be sim racing. And another one by the looks of it. Just for interest. See what happened there. Nah, just a bit of side contact, nothing major. It does happen. It's hard to see what's at the side of you. Or use the radar that you're provided with and race. It is very difficult. Some of my friends take the mickey sometimes because I do sim racing, but it requires a hell of a lot of skill and concentration and patience. I do like that livery. I like that one and the Mitsubishi. I think they're my two favourites now. Let me know what you think in the comments, actually. Still not pitted yet. Below half a tank, below half a tank. Half a tank, yeah. We're 9 laps in, some of them have pitted and they've got half a tank of fuel. How long have they been going? 45 minutes left. And 1 pit. So there's going to be a lot of pit stops tonight, definitely is. I'm not sure if the damage is on heavy or light either. I never found that out. I always like to know before I do anything on a race. Anyway. So yeah, look at that. 6.5 seconds coming on to the start finish straight. Then what's 2002? 5.5 second gap to Jamie. He's coming on there. This is a little bunch. What's happened here? Somebody. Oh no. Well, still haven't pitted these three. Mark back up to 4th. TC Idol. That's better, sir. Come on now. Up to 6th. 5th with that pit. Mediums for the Mercedes now. Back to TC Idol. I think I'm going to try the Corvette and keep racing against it and keep racing with it. To be honest, it's a very competitive car. Not too sure on the tyre wear. Let's have a... Yeah, you can feel them tyres now. I think it might be time for the pit for the Corvette. I think I would have pitted by now anyway. Oh, Josh has had fuel and tyres, I think. And Hammer Games, full tank, fresh set of super softs. Oh, he's gonna go for it now. He's gonna pin it. What's he got so far? 141.1, you'll call it. That's Hammer Games' fastest time. That was on lap 2. So next couple of seconds off taking. Speaking of, very big gap, like I predicted. 16 seconds. Nearly a quarter of a tank of fuel. Yeah, he's probably going to run it dry. Pit and have mediums maybe in a full tank. That might be a good stretch for him if he can keep consistent laps in like he has been doing. 139, 140, 1. Yeah, it's good. He's just done a 138.4. Very fast. And the Lexus. Now I did try the Lexus and I was impressed with that actually. Yeah, I remember that car. It's good. It's good. 17.2 seconds now from second position. The Mercedes. That is a good livery as well. Oh, just good. That'll be third. That can be third tonight. My third favourite. He's got 2 seconds behind him. There's M. Watts in the Mercedes with fresh mediums, and they've both got the same fuel. So I should imagine. Oh yeah, what is going to happen there actually? TC Idol. Front left's taking a bit of punishment. Back right still looks brand new. Mark 602. Josh with his full tank of gas and his fresh, I think it was, yeah it was, quarter tank. They're drinking fuel and wearing tyres, they must be set extremely high. Oh no, what happened there Mr. Farmer? Let's have a goosey gander. Oh, spun it up. Oh, was that? I'm not sure if that was a tiny little kiss from the car behind, but again, like I say, it's a hard game. Stealth Racer. Just had Nick overtake him. Are these full tank and fresh tyres? Oh yes. I'm surprised that Aston Martin hasn't been in for a set of tyres already. I think I would have gone in myself. I've not done endurance, I need to do it. There you go. Maybe he heard me. As well as Marky Mark and Mark Palmer gone in. He's had fuel. Don't know what's going on there. Oh. Ah, it just doesn't show you the fuel going up on. It shows you a full gauge when it pulls out. That's why. Marky Mark, harassing Hammer Games. Can't see from that view. Oh, he's right behind him a second ago. Nice. Lovely line through that. Keep it nice and wide and tuck it in. Go. Good. Marky Mark had a bit of a sideways there, little twitch. There's a slight pull on him. Yeah. What's going back on up here? What was that? Saw a bit of action then. Two Porsches battling it out. I think we'll watch that for a second. Oh. Switcheroo. Bit of a switcheroo. Oh, we tried. Josh got his hazard lights on for some reason. Look like he's broken down. Oh, bit of a nudge. Looked a tad aggressive, that did. Not sure if there's been a bit of something going on previously that we haven't seen. Putting on quite a show though. And then look at the gap behind Jamie to the Unforgiven. 14 seconds. He must have, yeah, he's pitted obviously. New tyres. Hard so. Right, interesting choice. Marky Mark should be able to get past Hammer Games there because I think Nick pulled over for something. Aaron into pits. Oh, he got his miles out of them tyres, didn't he? And he's done a circle. Oh, yes. Tank and a set of tyres, brilliant. Comes out in 9th position with a 30. Oh no, 9-second gap behind him, sorry. Mark Palmer. Full tank, fresh tyres, full tank, fresh tyres. So these boys are going to be coming back up to the front at some point soon. Something happened there that we might have to have a look at. Didn't quite catch what happened, but Hammer Game seems to be in the barrier. Nobody stopped, so you'd assume it's not an incident. Maybe he's just spun it up again. It is a tricky corner. Turn 1 on Fuji. It's very tricky, especially in a Group 3 with a bit of power and rear wheel drive, like the Jag. Speaking of Jag. Ooh. So, TCR's got full tank, fresh tyres, and Mitsubishi's got fresh tyres, nearly half, or nearly 3/4 of a tank. And the Corvette, a bit of tyre wear and 3/4 of a tank. That could play out interesting. Kinda looks like it's sponsored by McDonald's, that does. It's making me hungry. 35 minutes to go. Wow, that went fast. Can you just take note of the mileage on the Corvette if you're watching? That is, for a race car, that's been around the world. Doug Idle Racing, well done. That's the highest mileage I've seen on a race car on GT Sport. Oh, I hope I didn't make him crash. I mean, a bit of a twitch on turn 1 again. It is tricky. Palmer's still down here. Needs to be closing that gap if he wants to be playing up the front. Stealth Racer seems very relaxed. One thing I did notice the other night watching somebody else's commentary was the choice of gear selection. I never noticed this before. If you look by the gear indicator in the middle at the bottom, it says MT, manual transmission, and obviously AT for auto. And I have noticed there's some fast racers that race in automatic. There you go, Josh. I'm assuming it's MT and AT. I'm assuming that's what it is. It's got to be. But I've just never actually come across fast people who drive auto, so well done. So we've got Josh who's automatic, Watts 2002 and his Mercedes is automatic. Unforgiven is manual. TC Idle, good boy, he's in manual, look, there you go. Marky Mark 602, automatic. Interesting. Automatic again. Oh, wow. So there's actually more people than I realised, even Hammer Games. You know, I might have to try it. Maybe it's maybe it changes at the optimal time and you get a better performance of the engine. I don't know. Might do, might not. But I thought that was the point of the gear shift indicator. The bar that lights up in the bottom, when that reaches full right hand side, as you see, it flashes and tells you to change gear. So Biggin has still got his 15-second gap to second position, so I think he's had a bit of a good plan here. He seems to have pulled a massive gap, which is good, and he's now relaxed it, but he's keeping it the same. Maybe. Good tactics. Wow, 170 down here nearly. 168 I saw then, I think. Pretty impressive. mph fourth gear into there, that's interesting. I always choose third in a Group 3 car. Fourth. Look at how smooth he's in really good control of his vehicle there. Very smooth, very flowing. Hard on the brakes, comes off them steadily. Yeah, excellent driving. Make sure he goes to the apex point. Third gear. Into second maybe for this one. I hate this bend. Yeah, 60 mile an hour around there. Race mediums bearing in mind, so this is pretty quick. Down the start straight. See what speed he gets at the end again. I think it was 168 before. 166, 168, it flicked too, I saw it, so consistent. And he exited here, around this one, I think it was 4th gear, 100 mile an hour I saw. Yep, and that's the key, boys and girls, consistent. Tyre wear very even, look at that. Front left obviously taking a bit more because we're on a right hand track, there's more right and left turns, or faster right hand than left turns, I haven't worked out that yet. But very good driving here from Biggin. 35-second gap now, Jamie's obviously pitted or something. Into the twisties. Tricky section this, hardest part. If you want to be fast through here, it's very tricky to get it. Biggin seems to be having no problem. And into second, again, yeah, very consistent, very good, very impressive. And as you can see, 36 seconds, so we'll pop back to him soon. Let's have a quick check on everybody else. Jamie seems a bit lonely, 5 seconds behind him. To TC Idle in his Jag. I do love a Porsche, I think I've mentioned it. I think I might have to buy one day when I'm older. Tricky turn. Oh, course your speed. 50. See, touch slower than Biggin, but different car. Just checking it was a different car then. 48, so yeah. Okay, so he's lonely. TC Idle. Yeah, good tyre wear. Okay. Pulling away slightly. Oh, yeah, pulling away slightly from the car behind. Not much. Less than 30 minutes remaining. Oh, bit of a twitch there. Good, good got, yeah. TC seems to be pulling away there, slowly but surely. Let's have a quick look at Unforgiven. Wow, 3 seconds behind us. They're getting pretty spaced out now. There is a little pack back here. There's Milky Milk in the Evo, still going. Fuel's getting low. Josh must have pitted, yeah. Must have pitted. 2 seconds. Mr. Watts. Dougie's all over the back of him. Corvette looking like it's been through the wars now. Mechanics will have a long job for the next race. He's going to be pulling away from him now. Looks like he got the better exit. Oh no, no he didn't. I think we might find, yes, a Corvette has got his slipstream, but he's got no, well, worse tyres. Nicely controlled there, on them tyres. Nice, nice overtake there, Doug, absolutely brilliant. I'm loving it. Oh, please. Bit of rubbing there, rubbing racing unfortunately, but penalties, yeah, that's going to give the advantage back to Doug Idle Racing. I'm assuming the rules and regs are going to be Eldar Sim Racing compatible, so I'm thinking he should be stopping, well not stopping, sorry, slowing down on the start finish straight to scrub his penalty. Obviously drivers might lose it, or we lost it there, I'm not quite sure about that then. I think our mate Stuart might have to have a look at that and see if it's all cricket or not. And then we've got Nick. Loads of fuel. Tyres are a bit scrubbed. I'm thinking we might be able to catch these two while these two are playing cat and mouse. That Corvette, he's doing really well in that Corvette considering the tyre damage. Well, tyre wear, sorry. Yeah, I do remember the Subaru lacking top end actually in Group 4, that is. I'm not sure if it's the same in Group 3. He seems to be sticking with the Corvette. I imagine the Corvette's got a massive V8 in it. Same with the Mercedes in front. Oh, go on, you might get through there. Oh, nearly. Yeah. Nice attempt, Hammett. Very nice attempt. He's all over him. The Corvette must be fast if it's playing with a Subaru with 4-wheel drive and more fuel in it. Gone. Have a quick look at the back. Can't forget everybody. I do apologise if I do forget some people. What's Stealth Racer doing? Got no penalty. He's about to be lapped. Ghosting due to lapping. So there you go, Biggin. He's pulled even more time now. Fuel's nearly empty. Oh, he's playing a dangerous game. Where is he on the track? Oh, he's got plenty of time to play with though. I think it's going to be probably... I wonder if he did mediums, another full tank, he might see the end of the race with the correct fuel map. He's got 40 seconds to play with. I'll just stick with him just for a minute until he gets to the pits. I'm also wondering what's going on with Stealth Racer. There we go. Couldn't understand why it was ghosting him. So right, Biggin, no fuel, coming into the pit. I wonder what tyre he's going to go on, because that will dictate if he's stopping again. He could go for a race hard and a full tank. I wonder if anybody else is coming in soon. So right, medium. So, I wonder if he's having a full tank as well. Quickly go to Jamie, as well mechanics do whatever they do and charge expensive amounts of money for it. He's still in the pit. I think he's having a lot of fuel. Jamie's not going to be pitting right now. Right, there you go, he's out. Yep, full tank. Race soft. Interesting. So yeah, he's going to do, I reckon, 2 sets of softs and a full tank of fuel. Should see him through. Jamie, however, is 12 seconds behind. With TC idle. Oh, lovely. There's 4.5 seconds between Jamie and TC idle. Unforgiven. Very spaced out. The top 4, 5, 6. Well, they're all spaced out now, actually. Look at that. Look at the map. These two playing. So what's the situation here? Mitsubishi with no fuel and pretty much no tyres. Oh? Don't know what's going on there. And the Mercedes. He's just going to keep plodding away while these two are doing whatever they're doing. Got hazards on. Everything else looks spaced out on the map. I reckon Hammer Games is going to have to come in at some point soon for some new tyres. Marky Mark's obviously coming in this lap, has to be. Dragado Racing back in 8th. Nearly an 8-second gap. Fuel. I reckon that Mercedes will be in the pit next lap, not this time, next one. So 20 minutes, yeah, we'll see what they're doing in a minute when they go in the pit. So Marky Mark's gone in. Will we have a full tank and what tyres will we have? Nobody else pitted, no. No, okay, so 3/4 of a tank and race softs. So he probably knows his car very well and the fuel. That's probably the fuel allowance to the end, and he's going to stop for another set of race softs. So might turn into some better and faster and more actioned racing now, and less spaced out if people are going to start pushing for the end. Again, 18 seconds. He's ploughing away, isn't he? Absolutely ploughing away. 138.4. Kind of fresh tyres, loads of fuel. Wonder if he'll beat his own time again. He might be racing himself at this point. Yes, 138.3. Well done. Jamie, as I say, nearly 20 seconds behind Biggin now. TC Idle. I think TC Idle's going to have to pit. No, they're going to pit about the same time. They've both got a 1/4 of a tank of fuel. Jamie's on mediums, so he might keep them tyres, but TC Idle's on soft. So I wonder if TC Idle can do another set of softs with one more. If he has one more pit, can he finish with just one more set of tyres? I reckon that might be a good strategy. M Watts 2002. Got the Hammer Games harassing him. That's a bit of a switcheroo. So the Mercedes has got less fuel than the Subaru, but the Subaru has got less tyres than the Mercedes. Is he gaining any gap on him? No. That seems to be staying the same at the minute. Them tyres are knackered, Nick. Let's have a look on board and see how he's struggling with that. Because I'd be struggling with that. Yeah, very gingerly on the accelerator and the steering. It is a completely different kind of race, endurance racing. Racing is just fast. This has got a lot of thought and planning that has to go into it. The driver has to plan as he goes along sometimes. TC Idle in the pit. What's he having? Might be having soft. I don't think he needs a full tank though. No, he won't need a full tank for 15 minutes. 3/4. Somebody else into the pit. Nick into the pit. Right. Tyres are knackered. You really got your money's worth out of them. Hammer Games, well done. Good livery, I do like that. Okay. Bit of a shuffle around. Palmer.
Halfway green.
I wonder if he's going to have a full tank or not. He's got really hammered them tyres as well. Josh back in. Right, start from the back. So, Stealth Racer, nearly full tank. Good tyres. He's a minute behind, unfortunately. Josh, something happened to Mr. Palmer there. Let's have a quick look at that. And both come out the pit. Yeah, that was a bit. Don't understand that. Imagine the Porsche wouldn't be able to see what was going on in front, would he? He was just waiting for a brake light. Okay. Penalty as well. Again, I'm not pretty. If it's an Eldar sim racing, I should imagine you should have to scrub it off on the start. Finish straight. Okay, so Palmer's there. He's got Marky Mark has got a 20-second gap over him. Half a tank, very good tyres. That'll probably see him to the end of the race. Pit. Super soft. That was previous. I wonder if he's having the same. And Doug's into the pit as well. He really hammered them tyres. And look at the miles, I can't believe that. Oh, I didn't do that. We need to check. Have a look, see if anybody can beat that mileage on GT Sport. The highest I've ever seen. Right, so we got to Palmer, didn't we? So Doug comes out. Come on. So 9th, 8th. Cool, right. And what's 02, 15 seconds between him and 8th position. It's almost like a lifetime. I think everybody is on their final fuel and tyres, definitely. So Marky Mark, half a tank. He might have an advantage if he's card lighter, definitely. Tyres worn a little bit. Fresh and fresh. Very fresh. Fresh fuel, fresh tyres. Just been overtaken. Switcheroo, bit of contact. Bit more contact and the spin. I normally wait for people if stuff like that happens. Marky Mark. Unforgiven. He's got a 10-second gap over Marky Mark. Again, that fuel and that tyres. So this is it. This is your final race to the finish with 13 minutes to go. And you've got the top boys all spaced out. Just look at your top map. So somebody's really got to do something here. So I reckon the first positions. I think it's pretty sealed unless something major happens, like his engine falls out or something. But you never know. They might have just given him bad luck. I don't know. Commentator's bad luck. It's called, isn't it? What happened there? Jamie. Just watching the gap underneath the name and seeing who's closing and who's not. It's all looking pretty even. TC Idle's just taken a little bit off his best time. Biggins still got fastest lap of the session at 1:38.3. I think I forgot Jamie when I said everybody's on the final fuel and tyres. I lied. I apologise. Oh dear, look at them tyres. Yeah. TC Idle up to second. happened there? Must have missed that. Yeah, but I thought he was behind him. Digging into the pit. Them softs didn't seem to last him that long, but he's got a 46-second gap now, so I think he was really pushing then. I wonder if you can try and make these do him for the rest of the session. Let's see what that gap is in a second when it's refreshed. It's staying at that 45 seconds. TC idle, 3/4 of a tank. Race super softs, looking very, very good. Obviously front left doesn't apply because it's a right hand track and it's horrible. 4.6 seconds behind him, Hammer Games. 10 minutes to go. Ooh, that's gonna be good. Hammer Games on race soft, a little bit more worn, sorry, than TC Idle. TC Idle's on super soft, but he's got more fuel than Hammer Games. And the gap seems to have closed slightly there. What is it? And then the 16.5 seconds to the Unforgiven, with Marky Mark closing in on him. Still got his hazards on. He's got my favourite number on his car, 86. Jamie's got half a tank and fresh tyres. He'll definitely do the race now. And that means he'll go up a couple as well. 1.3 seconds behind Marky Mark, and that's closing. 1.2. Mr. Watts 5.4 seconds behind that. Doug Idle racing in the Corvette. Tyres look okay, fuel looks good. Wonder if he can start closing the gap. Josh, gonna have to pit again soon, I think. God, these penalty. These tyres really wear if you're hammering them, aren't they? If you're going for fast laps, they seem to be wearing very quickly. Stealth Racer seems to have closed his gap. Interesting. Biggin seems to have lost a few seconds. 7. Yeah, 7. TC Idle. I think now TC Idle's going to be having a battle in his own head, thinking I've got somebody 4.5 seconds behind me, and I've got race super softs, and I've got to make them last. 7.5 minutes. Can he do it? I think if he can, he might just he might do it. He's done well on tyres so far. I think, to be honest, if anyone was going to win Tyre Saver of the Night award, it must be him. Or I think Jamie was the other one as well. He was doing fantastic. Hammer Games closing that gap behind him slightly, but yes. Should go on board with Nick a moment and see how his car's doing. So, 6.5 minutes remain. Yeah, he should be able to do this. This is going to be good fun, this is, between second and third position. The Unforgiven, he's got super softs. And he's closing the gap on the Hammer Games. With half a tank of fuel and 6. Oh yeah, okay. Marky Mark. Just been overtaken by Jamie. And he's Porker. Porker's looking good on fuel and tyre. I do think the Corvette's going to have to come in again for some super softs maybe. And then there's nearly 13 seconds to Doug Idle Racing. But he's on mediums, good wear, good fuel. He's got to finish mid-pack, I reckon, definitely. .1, they're all still pretty spaced out, but like I say, look at that, 41 seconds again, he's increased it. Crazy. Right, so TC idle 4.5 seconds. Okay, he's increased his gap. He's feeling the pressure a bit. He's done very, very well. 5 minutes on them tyres. I think he can do that, definitely. Hammer Games. Tyres and fuel. Yeah. Good. All good. Unforgiven. I think it was. How many seconds was it before? I thought he was closing. Okay, well, there's a 15-second gap there, and there's 5 minutes to go. Marky Mark. Tyres looking ropey. Fuel non-existent. Pitting is probably a good idea now. Just put super softs, bit of fuel, go. Nope. Jamie, 5-second gap between him and Doug Idle Racing. Jamie's increasing that gap as well, ever so slowly. But that's what you need. If you can do that consistently round a lap, you're pulling away. Doug Idle Racing. 3 seconds between him and Matt Watts. Mr. Watts, I don't know if it's Matt, sorry. So even though it's very spaced out, these guys still seem to be pushing hard, looking at the driving and the tyre wear. 4 minutes. Oh my, blue flag. Ah, the race leader. Oh yeah, the race leader got past Stealth Racer before, so now he's hunting down Mark Palmer. So Stealth Racer, 50 seconds. Okay, so tyre wear and fuel. I think we're going to have a couple of stops. If not, we might have a couple of breakdowns, literally. Biggin drove very well all session, very smooth, very consistent. You could just note his mileage, he's like clockwork, it's brilliant. TC idle. Hammer Games just took half a second out of him. Again, look at that, very consistent and smooth. Fourth gear, 95 miles an hour. Yeah. Hammer Games. Don't think he's got to panic about the Unforgiven. If he just plods along and does what he's doing, he's gonna do it in third. Again, good drive from him. He's had his bumps, and well, imagine what he could have done if he didn't have his bumps. Actually, Unforgiven. I think fourth in the bag for him. 15-second gap in front and behind. Jamie, fifth. Yeah, it is. I'd like to imagine what would happen if nobody had the spin outs and stuff, but like I say, it is a very, very tricky track. Not my favourite, really not my favourite. Doug Idle Racing. I reckon he'll clock 6th. He's got to get 6th unless Marky Mark can do anything about it. Yeah, I think he might actually. He's got brand new fresh tyres with his hazards still on. Got to do something about that. And Watts behind, pressing on with them excessively dead tyres. Well, not excessive, but you start getting problems when they're at 3/4, quarter worn. That's when you start getting. Well, you're used to doing fresh tyres qualification times, so it's really good if you can. And Josh drove very well, had a few bits and bobs and problems. I think he's pitted a lot. Palmer. Stealth racer. I thought he was closing his gap before, but it seems to have extended again. So with a minute to go, Biggin has pulled 46 seconds over everybody. Tyre wear looks very consistent. This is going to be the final lap for him. TC Heure, excellent driving again. Nice tyres worn, still got fuel. Like I say, there's a lot to play. I don't think I could cope with driving fast and planning my fuel and tyres. I think my brain would fry out. Hammer Games has closed that gap behind him to touch. Oh, Nick. Oh yeah, look at them tyres. And his fuel. Oh, he's got another lap in that fuel tank, I reckon. Good job, good job. So I reckon that's first, second, third in the bag. Yeah, look, there you go. See, very consistent. He's still got 15 seconds in front and behind him. TC Heure's just finished. So there you go. Hammer Games third, finished. Unforgiven, last turn coming up. Up the straight, sorry. Bit of mucking about for you on a Monday night. Jamie taking fifth. Well done. Hazard lights still on from Marky Mark. Fifth for Jamie. Marky Mark, hazards. Doug Haddle racing in that vet. I'm going to have to try that vet. And Watts 02, somebody else swerving behind him. Picking in first. Well done, brother, you did well there. Ninth, and GG Josh. Stealth racer. So there you go. There's your board. Excellent racing from everybody. I really enjoyed that. I can't believe that hour has gone that fast. Hope everyone enjoyed it. I'm going to check the comments in a minute and see if anyone's been evil and left me any nasty messages, so I'll hunt you down on track if you have. Until then, thanks for tuning in.